I've come through many hard trials, through temptation from every hand. Though Satan's trying to stop me and to place my feet on sinking sand, through the pain and all of my sorrows, through the tears and all of my fears, the Lord was there to keep me, for He's kept me in the midst of it all. He's kept me, y'all, in the midst of it all.
Yes, Lord.
He's kept us in the midst of it all.
Yes, yes, yes.
If we can just take a moment to just
a moment of
be silent for those who've lost loved ones, such as ourselves,
Yes.
whether it be recently or in the past.
Yes.
We just want to take a moment to pay our respects.
Woo. We trying to get ready for today's show. We've been missing out of action for about 2 weeks now. So we don't know how it's going to play off, and we don't know how the show is going to go, but we're going to be strong, and we're going to try to hold our composure, and we're going to try to get through. But welcome to our show. Say what, say what?
Say what, say what. This
With
is
your girl, Toya the Boss.
and Ray Isha the Finisher. Look, y'all can catch us live here every Thursday at 7
o'clock
p.m.
Yes.
We definitely want everybody to tune in, kings and queens. We just welcome you to another episode. We're blessed to be here for another episode.
Yes.
And we just ready to talk to you, and just as you come in, we just really want you to be open today.
Yes.
We want you to be open to being able to share your own thoughts and experiences so that you can help us to get through what we're dealing with and what we're facing at this time. For those that don't know, may or may not know, our friends, the close friends, we recently lost our father.
Yes.
June 3rd, our father passed away, and that's why we've been missing in action. And
it was a tough one.
It's still tough.
Unexpected. Because we thought that man was going to be around a long time. If you know our dad, you know Jay Kimbrough. We thought he was going to be around a long time.
Stubborn old man.
Very stubborn. So we didn't expect this at all. That was the worst day and the time of the day to find out. We found out early that morning that our father had passed away.
Actually, that Friday. So our father had passed that
Thursday night, maybe.
We had just did our show. We had just did
and
Say
we
What,
didn't
Say
even
What.
know.
Didn't even know what was going on.
No.
And that Thursday he passed. But Friday is when we found out. Early Friday morning.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been tough.
It's been really tough.
Really tough. And I've just been praying for strength.
That's all we can
daily.
do.
Yeah, that's all we can do, because
just pray for the strength. Yeah, because we gotta be able to be strong. We have kids. She has 2. I have 5, and we just gotta be. She's working. We have businesses, so we have to be strong because we gotta get through. But we did have to take a little break because we had to. A lot of stuff we had to go through. A lot of stuff we had to prepare. And get together, and we just needed some time, just a little bit. So now we back.
Yes, we are back, and we're ready to just keep kicking it with y'all and talking to y'all, and share with y'all, as we've always done, whatever it is that we're experiencing and going through, and hear your opinions and get your views and perspectives. Today's topic, if you haven't already figured it out, is going to be grief and sympathy.
Yep.
And we're just going to take some time to just touch on those two things and give you our viewpoints. We've all experienced loss at some point. I've experienced a lot of loss. She's experienced loss with people that she know, but never a loss that's been this close to us.
Never a loss this close.
Yeah, so
our aunts and uncles may have passed and stuff,
and we were close to them. Don't get it wrong. We love our
but we
aunts
just
and uncles
saying
that
like
passed,
immediate
our
mom,
parent,
dad. We never experienced that. But I know a lot of friends that have went through my situation, that lost a parent, who lost both of their parents. So I want everybody to just comment, or just let us know what's going on and how you guys feeling as well throughout the show. But what you gotta say?
So what we'll start with is what does grieving look like? And for everybody, it's different. Some people take grieving when they lose somebody, when they lose a loved one or a friend or a family member or significant other or a child or whomever it is that you've lost. It's a loved one. When you lose a loved one, immediately you're not going to always want to interact with people or talk to anyone. You may want to talk to those that's dealing with it. Those are normally the ones that you lean to. I know with me, I leaned more into talking to my siblings because I knew we were all dealing with it at the same time and going through it together. So my siblings and my mother was who I really, leaned on, as well as God. Because whenever you lose somebody, it's like a hole. You feel like it's a hole that you're getting punctured with inside of your heart that'll never be fulfilled again. It's just open. It's just there. So really, God is the only one that you can lean on and pray to. And I've always been somebody that prayed, but I prayed even more these last couple of weeks just for strength, because I don't want to be the person that's dwelling in sadness and dwelling in unhappiness or dwelling in weariness and all of those things that really gets you down and allows the devil to try to attack you.
It can take a toll on you mentally and physically. Your appearance. It can take a toll on yourself. So we have to learn how to cope and be able to move on slightly, and always remember those special moments we share with our Father.
Yeah, we'll never forget. I mean,
crazy.
Car rides to bike rides to just chilling while he DJs and plays some music.
Parties. Getting up, want to dance with me. Y'all know I have a big butt, so he want to get up my big booty daughter.
Getting in her business all the time.
Always in my business. Yes, stayed in my business.
It just, I think the grief starts because you know that you're not going to be able to see the person in the capacity that you were able to see them or hear their voice. And even if you do have like old voicemails or things of that, videos, it brings a hurting feeling knowing that you can't contact that person while you're here on earth. Eventually, we all are going to dwell with God and be able to meet again. Yes. But while we're still residing here on earth, it's a burden to know that you're not able to see that loved one again or talk to that loved one again. And you have your moments. You have some days where you just smiling and you remembering just all the good stuff and you trying to get by and things feel like it's okay. And then you have another moment where it'll hit you like, wow.
All of a sudden. It's just complete silence.
Wow.
And then it just hits you.
And then it hits you, it hits you hard. And it cuts deep. And what's even more crazy is my best friend, who's also my business partner, in the midst of me laying my dead to rest, he lost his father. So my prayers go out to my best friend, Anthony, in the loss of his father. I'm still praying with you and for you and your family and your mom. And you know I'm going to be there without a doubt, without a question. I'm going to be there to support you and lift you up.
Like
and as we continue to lift ourselves up, we're going to lift each other up. And I love you, and we're going to get through this together. But like she said, she knows people who have lost both parents. She knows people who have lost children. I know people who have lost children. And a parent and a child it's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. So
it's a different hurt.
It's a different hurt. It's a different hurt. And like we said, you just pray and you keep praying and you keep praying, and every day just gets easier. At least you hope it gets easier for you to be able to deal with.
You gotta take it day by day.
You gotta take it day by day. And then with children, children don't really understand the full concept of it unless they're older children.
Yeah.
My little boys, they were close to my dad, so they just know grandpa ain't around no more. And they like, my little 3-year-old is like, Papa's dead. I did allow them to see my father because I feel like I don't want to keep it hidden from them. I feel like children need to be aware of the truth. This is life. This is what happened. As we come into the world, we know that at some point we all got to leave the world. And I just want them to be aware of what life looks like and some of the things that you have to deal with in life. So they don't understand the full concept, but I tried to answer as many questions as I could for them because they did have a lot of questions like, Papa, is he just asleep? Or is, had to explain like, well, his body's still here, but his soul is now in heaven with God. His spirit and his soul is with God. And it's good to know, though, when I ask them, where's Papa? They'll point up. And so they're grasping it as much as they can and as much as they're able to understand.
They're so young, yeah.
But with you, how do you feel like because you have you have little kids too, but older children.
Yeah,
how did
I didn't allow my twins, they are only 3, to see their grandfather like that because they don't understand anything. And I just didn't want them to just have an image in their manner of their grandfather like that because I just think they're too young. But my oldest 3, they did see their grandfather. My middle girl, the second oldest, she actually took it kind of bad when we was at the funeral. They have memories with their grandfather being here, coming over, spending some time. That's one thing he started to do as life started to evolve and he got older. And we grew a better relationship with our father is that he tried to be the best granddad he can be. And he was taking baby steps. But he was doing pretty good with just talking to him. Sometimes kids just need somebody to talk to, an older person that they can talk to about music. And that was his thing with his grandkids. He wanted to discuss music and talk music. And he wanted to give them knowledge because he was so smart. He's just so full of knowledge. So he wanted to, let the kids know about that and let them know that their grandfather is very intelligent, and everything. And that's one thing my kids is always going to remember. They got some of his instruments and maybe they'll grow a talent of wanting to play an instrument because it's in the family.
Yeah.
It's in our blood.
Yeah, it's in our
I'm
blood,
not.
for sure.
But it's in our blood. But I just want to say that like the grief though is they do ask questions sometimes, and they know because they aware of heaven and they're aware of that's just granddaddy, that's just his body, that's not his soul, it's not within his body no more. That may like look at them, that looks like granddad, but granddaddy's soul is at peace, So, he's traveling. That's basically what I can say. My dad is traveling in heaven, baby. He is meeting all the great singers
and playing the flute with
them. The flute playing, the bar mollies, anybody who was musically inclined. He's standing in line trying to tell them, "Oh, I got it. Hold on." They gonna be playing, and he gonna be letting them know that he can do it too. Probably even better because he like to show off. He don't play about his flute, So. I'm just, I'm at peace with that. I'm at peace that he's at peace. I believe strongly that everybody has a time. Everybody feels something within their body that something ain't right, and they may be leaving this earth sooner than later. And I think that was going on with Dad. And I just believe he's at peace now, and taking it day by day. That's all I can say.
Do you recall like the first time you've ever experienced loss in your life?
See, that's the thing. Like, personally, only person that I was truly close to was my auntie that passed away, that I know of. I have friends that I was around their parents growing up, and I was close to, but far as, like, that person was my auntie Dorothy. When she passed away, because I was close to her,
right.
And I was there in the hospital helping her, cleaning her, and so I remember those memories. That she didn't even want nobody to clean her that day, you know?
She was being so mean.
And so stubborn. Her daughters, the nurses, nobody. And I come walking through that door, and I'm like, Auntie, I got you. I'm going to clean you. And I don't want to hear your mouth. And I cleaned her, and did her hair, and she just felt so good, and she was like, "Thank you, baby." So that's a memory I'm always have, because that was the last time I shared that memory with my auntie. And then after that, she had to go back in the hospital, and then that's when it went downhill from there. So that was the closest. Now we have to deal with the loss of our father, and this is a pain that is totally different, because our dad was there growing up, and then he brought off and disappeared for a minute, and then he got back into the picture, and we just, we created a bond. I'm his firstborn daughter. We created a bond. We did so much stuff together. I can have so many memories, as a kid doing things with him, and then just being as an adult and him coming around, spending time with the grandkids. Always over here when we cooking. Y'all cooking? Oh, I'm over there.
Love barbecue.
I'm over there. So,
beans, greens, tomatoes, and cornbread.
It's a different hurt, I'm telling you, and it's a pain. I don't know if I ever will get better from it, but I know it. I will heal.
You'll get stronger.
Yeah, I get stronger. I don't have no choice. I have to.
Of course, outside of Dad, yes, Auntie Dot was like the closest. But my first experience with Duff was actually in middle school. Actually, a girl that I was classmates with, she died in a house fire. Her name was Michelle, and nobody, she was mixed, a mixed girl, and nobody really talked to her that much. But I was like the only one that really talked to her. Me and some of my friends. We kicked it with her and talked to her, and we would do her hair, get her dressed up, have her looking cute and stuff, and have her feeling good, because she used to feel down about herself, and she was bullied and stuff and talked about. And we would always talk to her and try to, pep her up. And she ended up passing away in a house fire. Her and a couple of her other siblings did. So that was the first time I ever heard about somebody I knew passing away. And then, because it was new to me, I had questions like how my kids had questions like, well, where do they go? Do they go to heaven? They're with God? We're not going to see her again. I mean, she's not coming to school no more, because you don't know when you're young, you don't know what the transitions are in life. Even as adults, we don't know all the way what the transitions are in life. We just have faith that there's another life outside of this life that's greater and better and more beautiful, because how else could all of us have been here? How else could all of us have been created? How could babies have been formed in their mother's womb without there being a higher being and a higher source? So there's still unanswered questions for even us as adults, but that faith is what helps you to prevail and know that there's something better. There got to be something better.
Absolutely.
There's a better life, and you're just transitioning out of this body into another vessel. So that's what I like to believe and like to hold on to. In the midst of grief and losing someone, you also see who your real friends are.
Oh, absolutely.
What family is really there for you. If family is going to come together and help you get through things, help you pay for some things, and who's just really there to have your back, because a lot of people will be there before the funeral and before, in the midst of it, but then when it's over, they like, oh, they good. When they don't know it afterwards, because you've been so busy dealing with managing and trying to organize things that you ain't really had time to grasp the fact that you just lost somebody, and then now that it's over, now that the funeral is over and you're home by yourself, now you're like, wow.
It hits you.
Then it hits you. Like, it hits you as soon as you find out, like when you're in the midst of it, and then in the middle of it, you're just busy. You're moving, you're getting things done.
Especially
and then when it's over,
because we had to plan his whole funeral. So it was a lot.
It was a whole lot. I felt like for me, I was holding my breath. And then when it was over, like, I can breathe now.
Exhale.
Like,
exactly.
Because it was a lot. We had to get a lot of things in order, from reaching out to family, because as she mentioned, our dad was there, and then there was a gap when he wasn't there, and then he came back into my life. I was 18, I believe. I had just graduated high school when me and him got back reconnected, and we just been tight ever since. But we never really knew all of our father's family.
Only a couple of people.
So trying to find people and reach out to people with the few contacts that we do have, and trying to let them know what was going on with their loved one, because my dad hadn't talked to them in a while. It has been gaps in years since he was even connected with his own siblings for whatever reasons, and us trying, and we still didn't get everybody, and I still feel some type of way that I wasn't able to get everybody, but we tried to reach out to as many people as we can and make them aware of what was going on. So that was hard. That was a task in itself.
It was.
Trying to make sure, because my dad was a Marine, trying to make sure that we got his honor guards there, because we knew he had to be honored. He loved what he did. That was a part of his life. Yeah. And getting paperwork for that. So I'm going to tell you right now, if you have a loved one that's a veteran or was in the Army, military, anything of that nature, make sure you get a copy of their DD-214 forms. You're going to need that if you want to have the honor guards pay respect to them. They deserve that. Yeah. And I had to go through hoops to get that paperwork, go to the supervisor, and finally somebody was able to push the paperwork through so that way I can make sure my dad was respected and paid the honors that he deserved. They work hard, and they deserve that. They deserve to be honored. So get that paperwork in order. Get things in order in general. Period. Life insurance, wills.
Because he was so, and then I'm going to tell you guys, though, with the life insurance, our dad was so stubborn that, like most men, they don't like going to the doctors. Yeah. And then the older they get, they really don't want to go to the doctor because they don't want to find out anything is wrong with them. And our dad was more so like that. He didn't want to find out anything was wrong with him because he ain't going to, everybody deals with things differently. Yeah. And I believe he probably would have dealt with it a whole nother different matter if he was to find out something was wrong with him. So he died the way he wanted to die, peacefully in his home, in his favorite chair. And he didn't, have to be in the hospital and they running tests and doing all type of surgeries on him after surgery, and pumping on his chest. That's too much of distress.
Right.
So I'm glad the way it happened the way he wanted it to happen, because he will always tell us that. But insurance is very important. I wish we would have had just like signed the information. You know what I'm saying?
We're not non-disclosure.
We're not telling you to do it. But when somebody is so stubborn like that, what is it for you to do? Or you're going to have to end up in our situation paying for the whole thing. And it's not cheap.
He was never having the life insurance talk. Like every time I tried to get in there,
brush it away.
What I'm gonna tell you all is, even if it's a difficult conversation, because most people don't want to talk about life insurance and wills and things of that nature. They don't want to talk about that because they don't want to think about what life would be like if they weren't here. They don't really want to have that in their head. And I would just say, you're going to have a conversation. It's going to be difficult, but have the conversation and do what you got to do to make sure things are in order when it comes to life insurance. Not because you want to have something afterwards, but because you want to be able to not have to stress or worry about costs when it comes to the funeral and when it comes to the cemetery and burial expenses. Right. That's not a burden that you want to put on your family. At the end of the day, my dad knew we had his back, and he knew we was going to do what we had to do. Thank God that we always kept a saving, and we kept a little cushion money in the back, so we able to do things. And thank God for family and friends that stepped up during this time and said, here, I got y'all. Let me hear goes something on it.
Which was unexpected, which was unexpected. Wasn't expecting it from nobody.
Yeah, we handled it all. But afterwards, we were able to recoup some of it back. And so thank God for those that reached out and wanted to do something to help us. But just have it in order, because that's not a burden that you want to leave on nobody. Just have your will and have your life insurance in order, so that way it's easy and it's a breeze, and it's not easy, but it's easier to deal with. Instead of having to, you're wrapping your head around what's going on, and then also having to wrap your head around, okay, let's get these finances in order.
Making calls after calls after calls. And you're constantly busy trying to get through these people. So it's a lot. You definitely want to make sure you have everything lined up. We just got to have that talk sooner than later, because life is never promised tomorrow. Yeah.
And if you're married, give your significant other access to the things that they're going to get access with. Because I am a private person, so my husband don't have access to everything. But so I got to, after this has happened, I need to get him some access to my bank accounts and stuff, and let him know about life insurance policy. life insurance policies and things of that nature that I have, so that way he can know what to do, because he don't want to have to struggle and be like, dang, so where did she keep the paperwork? Where is this at? That's not nothing that you want to leave to somebody. No. Especially when you got it in order, you want to make sure that they know how to get access to it, and if they have the information that they need,
you already leaving the kids.
And that you sign off the documentation that you need, so that way they can have control over it. So talk to your loved ones and get that stuff in order. I hope that we're all around for a long time, that we're able to grow old, to see our great grandchildren and so forth. But we just still want to be smart and be wise about things. Want to be smart
and wise. We spend money all the time on bull crap.
Yeah.
When we can.
Now, aside from that, what does sympathy look like? What does it look like when you're showing support and giving your sympathy to someone that you know who's lost a loved one? What do you feel like real support and sympathy looks like?
Everybody comes, together, or they communicate with people differently. It can be by text messages because they don't know what to say. They don't know how to grips and come to words in terms of just how to, comfort someone, because they never lost a father before or someone close to them. So a lot of the times they would just text you and say, well, hey, if you need anything, I'm here for you, or whatever the case may be. And then on your end, you don't want to bother nobody and put your burden on people. So most of the time, like for me, I know I have got some text messages from some of my associates and from some of my friends that I am cool with or whatever, and family members. And sometimes you don't know what to really say to them. You just try to be strong and try to handle everything on your own, because if you ain't been through what I have been through with losing a father, there's nothing that you can tell me exactly how you may say how you feel, but you're not going to know exactly the pain that I'm feeling, because you never lost a father. And so I can't, a person can't sympathize with you with certain issues and certain things. But the only thing I can say on that note is that sympathy can come in all shapes and forms. People can reach out to you any way they feel fit. You have some people will call because they want to hear your voice. They want to be able to talk to you. They want to be able to tell you that I love you, I'm here for you, whatever you need. You have some people that would just pop up. Oh, I know she this way. I know she may not be answering her phone calls. I know that she just in her zone and she just don't want to talk to no one right now but family. But I'm showing up because I'm her friend and I don't care, and I know how she is, and I'm just going to show up, and I'm going to make sure I'm able to just, if I can cook for her, clean for her, help her out in any type of way. So it's all, cards. It's all type of sympathy, that you can get from people. Co-workers, some of your close co-workers you used to seeing every day and talking to every day. They can reach out to you. A lot of people have been through situations as if you'd have been through. Your pastor, you can always go talk to your pastor. He's always there to talk to you. Counselors, they are always there to talk to you. Actually, if anybody is actually going through something as what we have endured and lost, it's always help. Even if you don't want to talk to someone as of that nature, you can also call the 1-800-662 HELP hotline, and they can help you as well. Okay, again, 1-800-662-HELP, and they can help you as well with anything that you may be going through. I'm gonna let my sister, see how she is dealing with her sympathy.
For me, if I know of a friend that has lost somebody, I'm calling. If it's my close friend, I'm calling. I'm definitely calling because I need to hear your voice. I need to hear that you're all right. I might even pop up on you to make sure that you're all right. I know you may not want to be bothered. Sometimes we might not even have a conversation about it. But just to hear your voice and say, I love you, I'm here for you, call me if you need me. Go pop up at your house and give you a hug and let you know I'm there. You might not be ready to talk about it or how you're feeling, but at least you will know that I'm there. That's me. I'm calling you. I'm popping up on you. I'm gonna be there at the funeral. I'm gonna be there to support you and give you what you need at
That's
that
a real
time
friend.
because you want to be. We may say some people may say they don't want to be bothered, but sometimes being around people that you love helps you to get through it.
Cope a little
Helps
bit.
you to cope better.
Yeah.
For me, if it's a friend that's posting on Facebook, that's fine. If you're sending me a text message, that's fine. If I'm not that close with you like that, and that's all I'm getting is a text message or posting on Facebook, that's cool. I expect that. We're not that close. But if you're somebody that's supposed to be really, really close to me, and all you sent me was a text message, to me, that's not support.
No.
To me, if all you sent was one text message, like, I hope everything is good with you, I'm praying for you, and that's all I've gotten from you throughout this whole process, to me, I may have to reevaluate the friendship.
Absolutely.
I'ma still love you because I don't know how to do nothing else but love people and be there for people. But I will probably reevaluate the friendship because to me, even if you don't come to the funeral or the visitation, because funerals aren't for everybody.
No,
Some
it's
people
not.
are terrified to go to funerals. Some people don't like to see anybody in a casket. So
Right.
I understand that. But there's so many other ways that you can show show sympathy and show support. You can pop up on me, especially if you know me that well. Pop up on me. I love you, sis. I'm praying for you.
Yeah.
Let me call you. We're gonna say a prayer together over the phone.
Absolutely. That's a friend.
You know, to me, that's what true support and sympathy looks like. Helping me financially and giving me a car with money. That's nice. That's beautiful.
That's
That
a
shows
great
me that
gesture.
that's a great gesture. But your presence means more than anything. Your presence is the absolute best. So I definitely appreciate the amount of support and love that we have been given throughout this process from friends and family. It goes a long way, a very, very long way, because you need it. You want those closest to you to be in your presence, and that good energy helps you to have good energy. So that's good. And then for me, like we said in the very beginning, at the end of the day, even with the amount of love and support that comes your way, the true person, the only person that you can truly lean on in any time of sorrow or grief is God.
Yeah.
Soon as you feel any type of way, all you can do is pray for God because He knows what's going to happen in your life anyway. He knew what was going to happen, the time, the day, the hour. He knew that already. So He's prepared to give you the strength that you need to keep pushing through. He's prepared to allow you to see another day in a new perspective. And then sometimes He may do things because He wants to give you that push and show you life is not always promised, but what you are promised is the day that I give you. Every day that you wake up is a blessing for you to be grateful, for you to be thankful.
You're breathing air.
You're breathing fresh air when so many others didn't have the opportunity to.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do with today? What are you going to do with the day that I'm giving you? So sometimes He does things to push us, and we don't always understand the divine order and why God does certain things, and it's not for us always to understand it, but it's for us to have faith and knowing and trusting and knowing that everything He does is for a reason. So
reason and purpose.
I may feel some type of way that my dad is gone. I'm gonna feel some type of way probably for the rest of my life.
Exactly. That pain is never gonna go nowhere.
But one thing I know is that God is gonna be here with me, and that
along the way,
if I could get through some of the other things that I've gotten through in my life, He's going to get me through this one too. This is just a new testimony, a new trial that I gotta overcome, and another obstacle that we gotta get through and face head on. We can't hide from it. I can go into a depression. I can go into a crying, but what is that gonna do? Me crying every night or me feeling this way. Not saying you're not gonna feel that way. Not saying you're not gonna have your moments, because I have a moment every day. I'm not even gonna lie. Every day it hits me that my dad is not here anymore. And again, it's new for us. It ain't even been a month. So it still hits me. And I have cousins who have lost their fathers, and it's been years since their father has passed, and it still hits them.
It's a feeling that's never going to go away.
It doesn't go away, but we learn how to cope with God.
You got to learn how to cope. And trust in the Lord.
And trust in God,
Yeah. And that everything is going to be all right, So
it's going to be just fine. Yeah. We do want to open it up to you all now, those that are viewing. And the question that we have for you is, have you experienced loss in your life? Or know somebody who has experienced loss in their life? And what were your go-tos? What do you do? What helped you
on a daily
to
basis.
get through? Like, are you still grieving? Have you learned to cope with it? Like, what do you feel? What are some tools that you can give us
Do
to
it
help
seem
us
like
get
a
through it?
reality, or do it just seem like a bad dream that you're
Yeah, that's what it felt like for me, like a bad dream.
A bad dream
that I can't get out of.
Absolutely. So the lines are open. Just let us know what's going on, how you feeling, and how did you get by?
Or even if y'all want to share words of encouragement for us.
Absolutely.
Whatever it is that's on your heart.
You can say a little prayer. Anything that you feel that's to your heart that you can give us some type of, encouraging words, or some type of a way to just, feel better or cope with things. Just let us know, You got the opportunity right now to just let us know, guys.
How did you cope? How did you get through it? Let's see.
Because I think we're doing pretty good. It can be a whole lot worse, but we manage it pretty good because we have to be strong for our children. Yeah, we have to be strong for them. We are mothers. We have to keep the household intact, because if we don't, it'll be a mess.
and that's definitely the truth. Rich did reply to one of the things we said, that presence is powerful.
Yes,
Presence is everything. Everything. It's not an amount of money that you can give a person. It's not an amount of things or flowers, floral arrangements that you can give a person to accommodate your presence, because your presence shows that I'm here. If you just need a shoulder to cry on, I'm here. If you just need somebody to talk to, I'm here. I'm here for you in whatever capacity that you need me. I'm here for you. That's to me what your presence does.
Yeah.
So
then you be like, dang, where that person gonna go? Like they really, like they absolutely showing out. They showing up and showing out.
Yeah.
They is not playing, and we like, okay, I thought you was joking, like you was playing.
Yes.
Oh, no, they ain't playing.
So presence is definitely everything. I don't really see anybody really saying too much right now. Rich said, I would definitely say the principle of honor is powerful. Making sure you honor what that person values every day helps you to cope. Mm-hmm. Like you all said, music was his love. So it's beautiful that you all are sharing this with everyone. Yeah. Yes.
Music was his love, and also fishing. So me and my sis has decided to learn.
Yeah, learn how to fish.
I know how to fish a little bit. I have went when I was little.
I don't remember.
On the boat with him plenty of times. And recently I had someone teach me how to, do things over again. But I want to learn it. I want to master it. I want to do it. We want to honor him. So we're going to learn how to fish and bring our kids along and teach them how to fish. And do it in the memories of our father. Yeah,
because he, like you said, he loved to go fishing. He loved being on the water.
Love his boat.
The boat. Mm-hmm. So we're going to make that a tradition to teach our kids and implement that into our lives. Part of them, so we can feel like
maybe
we're
get a
one
boat
with him
sooner than later.
Yeah, God willing. He always wanted another boat. Yeah, for sure. He always wanted another boat. And I even said, I know how to play the flute. I can join y'all. Aww, exactly. Yes, KC. Yeah. I never knew you knew how to play the flute.
Wow, that's great.
So yeah, when we go fishing, you could be right there playing the flute, and it'll feel like he right there. Aw, KC, yes. The friend, aka Mailman, really blessed me that he took his lunch breaks to be with his friend.
Absolutely, every day.
That was powerful. That's honor. Yeah, and that's one of the people, that was also his fishing buddy too, that became his fishing buddy. Yeah. He had been taking his lunch breaks over there since he was 20 years old.
Who does that?
Yeah.
Who does that?
And he's one of the people that said he will go with us fishing because he likes being around us because it makes him feel close to somebody. Good energy too. So, and he has a very good spirit. Yeah, good spirit. Very, very good spirit. Mm-hmm. So it's gonna be fun. I know I'm excited.
I'm ready for it.
Yeah, that was one of the things that my dad talked about.
Yeah, I think they're gonna love it.
I think they is too, especially if they catch the fish.
Yeah, because they're so excited that they caught the fish. It may be a little bitty one, but they so excited.
They will be. I know for a fact. I know I'm gonna be excited. We talked about it actually before he passed. So that's what makes me more eager to want to do it, because we were just talking about that. He said, Isha, you gotta go get your license. Your license will last the rest of the year. Just go to Walmart and get it.
Yeah. So go to Walmart, anywhere that sell license, you can go get it done.
You gotta do it. So you are all coping as you relate and continue to connect as a family. Yeah, we're right. That's definitely how we're coping. Just talking, catching up on his memories, and just reminiscing about the good stuff, the good times. Makes us smile. And whenever we hear music and hear jazz, some smooth jazz playing, that makes me feel good. I, put in some songs that I know. Joe Sample was one of the people that he liked to listen to a lot. So I'll play that sometimes. And then I have like his little recording where he was recording his music on, and he'll be playing the flute. So sometimes I'll play that.
Just listen to him
talk.
Voice.
He be talking and playing, DJing all at the same time on his little recording, and I listen to that.
Voice messages and stuff
yep.
like that we still have.
Yeah. So we can still hear his voice. So those are the things that definitely helps us to get through and helps us to push through and persevere.
Absolutely.
Because grieving is different for everybody. Some people shut down. Some people
they get sick,
get wild, and start doing all the things they never did before.
Drug abuse. They
turn
bad eating habits. Not eating, don't want to eat no more because they grieving, so they don't want to eat no more. They starving themselves. Then they not healthy no more. Then their health is declining. They drinking too much, thinking they gonna be able to cope with it by picking up, alcohol. Now look, I know I got my alcohol. Look, don't judge me.
Occasional drinking.
Yeah, this is fine.
Responsible
I'm talking about
drinking. We're talking
about becoming an alcoholic. It's just
drinking
the moment you wake up.
Yeah,
the moment you wake up nonstop, all you're doing is drinking and you're not even eating.
To try to ease your pain and ease your mind.
That's not going to help.
That's when it's not good.
It's not good at all.
Or, getting into any type of habit that's not good because you're trying to cope. It's not good. It's definitely always best to just turn somebody. I'm not going to lie. When he first passed, it was hard for me to eat. I have no appetite for nothing. I was forcing myself to eat. Even when I was forcing myself to eat, I'll take a couple bites and just didn't have an appetite. So that's natural, but just don't let it linger.
Yeah, because then you gotta nurture your body. You have to eat some type of fruit, veggie, or something, and drink water. Just to get. You can't just go about every day like that. So that was a phase that we were in the beginning, because we was also doing so much ripping and running and calling, making calls, and had to do this, had to go do that. So we look around and we be like, dang, it's 10 o'clock and we ain't have nothing to eat all day. So we don't, we got out of that because it's over, so now we back to trying to move on day by day and, doing better with their eating habits and, trying to cope the best way we can. Yeah.
And that's all you can do. I think in life, the person would never want you to sit there and continue to mourn them in a sad way. They don't want you to stop your life.
No.
They don't want you to give up on yourself.
No.
And give up on all the dreams and goals that you have, because they want to see you win. They're still watching us.
Absolutely.
They're still rooting for us, just in a different way, in a different perspective, in a different transition. So they still want you to continue to live your life, and you got to continue to live your life, especially when you got kids and people that love you. You don't want to, make yourself so sick that you lose yourself.
We gotta take care of ourselves. Because if we don't take care of ourselves, how is everybody else going to be taken care of?
Yeah.
We are the root to it. We the mothers. We are the root to our household.
Yeah.
So if we're not taking care of ourselves, our kids not going to be taken care of. Our household is not going to be taken care of. And that right there, that's just like what, for instance, like, how flowers, I was watching this one movie about flowers, and the lady was talking about the grass, and her grass was always burnt. And she's like, why's my grass always burnt? That's because you're not taking the time out to water your grass and nourish it. The same thing we have to do with ourselves. Yeah. You have to take the time out, just as plants. Plants will droop, and they will start to die if you don't water them. So, far as that was just my example. You got to take time out, and you got to take time out for yourself, and you got to take care of yourself, because if you don't take care of yourself, everything is going to go downhill.
Yeah. And then I would say, because of you see experiencing loss. It should push you more. It should push you more to want to be better. It should push you more to want to do better. It should push you more to go after that dream or that purpose that God has given you, because I'm not going to continue to say life is short, because life is not short. Life is what it is. Life is what you make it. But while you're here, make the most of it.
Make the best of it.
Stop procrastinating. Stop doubting yourself. Stop living in fear and agony of the what ifs, or if this goes wrong, just do it. Because one thing that somebody said, just do it. But when you have hopes and dreams and visions and purpose and goals, if you're not doing what you got to do to make those goals and dreams happen now, then all those goals and dreams and those gifts and talents and skills that you have is just going to go to the grave with you. And it's going to be just like when God gave all the disciples those talents, right? And that one person he gave the talent to, because they only had one talent, they didn't do nothing with it. And they just sat on it and they buried it. And God was like, where's the return? Where's my return for what I gave you? And they didn't have nothing to give back, because they felt like, oh, everybody else, this person had 5 talents, this person had 4 talents. I could be saying the story wrong, but they had more talents than what they had. And they was mad that God only gave them 1 talent and didn't choose to do nothing with it. Don't make God mad, because God gets angry with you when you waste the talents and skills that he's giving you. Whatever he puts in your hand to do it. So when you lose somebody in life, that should be an opportunity for you to push harder. That should be an opportunity for you to see yourself in a bigger perspective than where you saw yourself before. So don't allow yourself to just linger on it like, well, I'm just going to let it stay. I'm just going to do it tomorrow, because tomorrow might not be promised. But you got today. You definitely got today. So do all that you can in today, so that if something does happen tomorrow, at least you can say, I tried and I did the best that I could. So that's where I'm looking at. Since my daddy has gone, I'm trying to see how I can push out these goals even faster, because I'm trying to go for it. Because I want to be happy. And I wanted one thing he did what he wanted to do. My daddy did what he wanted to do, live life in the way that he wanted to live. It didn't matter what she said. It didn't matter what I said. It didn't matter what he or she did. He did what he wanted to do. And he was happy. And I'm learning that be fearless. Do what you need to do for you. If you done already had your prayer with God and asked God, if this is my purpose, is this what I'm supposed to be doing, and God done already gave you the okay, go for it. If you ain't hurting nobody, if you ain't causing nobody no pain or no strife, go for what you need to go for in life. Stop dwelling. Stop setting on your vision. Stop setting on your goals. That book that you need to bring out, bring it out. I'm talking to me too, myself. Bring it out. If you want to be a singer, sing. If you want to do art, do it. If you want to do spoken word, do it. If you want to open up that business, do it. If you're ready to have a baby, create a family, do it. Whatever it is that you've been setting on, I'm here to tell you right now, it's time for you to do it.
Don't procrastinate.
Don't procrastinate.
Don't wait.
Live your life.
Don't wait. Because you're going to have all those regrets. Oh, I didn't do this. Oh, I didn't do that. Oh, I wish I would have did it. Oh, do it. Do it. You're not hurting nobody. You're doing what you're going to do. You're doing what you want to do for you. So do it. Whether nobody participate, nobody help you, nobody contributes, nobody supports you, do it. Do it. That's one thing I can say. Do
it and trust the process. Because at the end of the day, if you don't got one person supporting you, got God supporting you. And he gonna make a way out of no way for you. He gonna provide you with the resources that you need. He gonna provide you with the opportunities that you need. He gonna provide the people that need to be in your life to be there and give you what you need. All he needs you to do is take the stuff. Take the stuff and put forth the action. That's your only requirement. That's it. Take the steps and put in the action. Everything else is gonna come.
Everything else is
gonna work itself out.
It will.
But it's time to live, y'all. It's time to live. It's time to uplift each other. It's time to gather as a family and do more as a family. We also separated people. One family might be doing this here, and another family might be doing this here. It's time to gather and stay together.
We have a big family,
a real big family.
You know, my grandmother has 8 kids, and her sister who passed, bless her heart, she had 9. So we just need to come together. That's just off the 2. And then my other auntie, Bonnie has 3 or 4.
Yeah.
So it's just, you know.
And not including new family that we're meeting on our dad's
cousins.
Side. So, yeah.
And cousins and great-grands. And, you know, it's time for the family to really do what they need to do, and we just
Stick
need to
together.
get together, do these plan these family
Yes.
reunions for Kimbroughs, Jones, Toolies. We just need to do what we have to do because it is time. Like life is not promised. Life is not promised, and I just don't. It's so many people I don't even know I have met through Facebook, and I want to see their face.
Yeah.
To say, hey cousin, it's me from Facebook.
Yeah.
I get to see your face now. So yeah, we have to just make time. Make time. Put forth a great effort. Cause
stop pushing off things. Stop saying, well,
we
I'll
do that a lot.
Next week.
We do
I'll
that
do
a
this
lot.
Next week. No.
We do that next year.
Yeah.
You know?
Do it now.
May not be no next year.
Yeah.
May not be no tomorrow. So we just gotta push forth effort, and we gotta stick together, family. You know, that's all we got. All we got is family.
All we got is family and each other.
Yeah.
If you're a friend and you got friends that you ain't saw in a long time. Go see them. Just spend time. I'm talking about in general, just love. Spend more time to love on those that love you. Spend more time to give love to those who need love. Spend more time to just reap the benefits of joy and happiness. Spend more time doing that. Let's stop holding off what we can do today, tomorrow. Let's just stop it. Let's just try to be together. Let's let go of negativity. Negativity is always going to be there. But if you can be the light in this world that this world needs, because the world is already full of so much darkness, we got enough of that.
Yes.
So if
Lord,
you can be the light that we need, then you may not be able to help the whole world, but you didn't help the people that's in your circle. You didn't help the people that's attached to you, because every time you walk in a room, you bring a light to it. And they could be in a negative atmosphere, in a negative spirit, a negative vibe. But when you walk in there, you're giving them your great energy. You're giving them your smile. You're giving them your heart, your compassion. And that's just brightening up their day. Not the attitude that they had or the feelings that they were feeling, they no longer feel because you brought light to them. So let's just try to be light and love.
And what she said, that's all sometimes it takes. Because you don't know. You may go into a grocery market and you don't know what that other person may be going through. And that one person just may say, hi, how you doing today? You okay? Oh, you look beautiful. Or, you know, any type of encouraging words that you wasn't expecting. No one's, say anything to you about. And that right there just will make your day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or if they drop some money, you pick it up and you give it to them. Or if you just help them out and say, well, hey, you need help? I can help you. Don't worry about it. I'll help you with this. I can help you put the bags in your car. Yeah. Or anything like that. That right there
makes a person
day. And it makes a person feel some type of way about themselves and feel good. Like this person actually took the time out to stop.
Right.
Even say hi. People don't even say hi no more.
People look at you funny, like, don't speak to me.
Just to say hi. How you doing? Because I'm always, I'm not a big talker, but I conversate with people I know that's openly willing to have a conversation with me, because you can feel that from some people. And I will conversate and start conversating with that person, and as soon after they leave, they'll be like, it was so nice talking to you.
Right.
Because sometimes people just won't. They just want to talk, and then in the midst of that, they may talk about their kids. They may talk about deaths. They may talk about finances. You just never know. For instance, I had a conversation with one of my old coworkers when we was helping this one lady when I was in the nursing field, and I helped her. One of the ladies that came to she was a patient. She smoked for 60 years, 2 packs of cigarettes. I helped her stop smoking. So you see how the mix of me just being her nurse assistant and just coming in on a daily basis while she was there, just the whole conversation and her my energy, she feels my energy and she feels that I care and I'm concerned, and she just stopped cold turkey. That's what I'm saying. So sometimes people, let's just be able to say, hello, how you doing?
It doesn't hurt.
No.
It never hurts to show a smile.
No.
It never hurts to say
hi.
Frowning
for
it never hurts to say, how was your day?
Right.
It never hurts to lend a helping hand if you got the time to say, ma'am, let me hold it, or let me hold the door open for you. Yeah. Let me help you. If you see an older woman or older man and they're carrying bags, like she said, helping them with their groceries, doing good deeds, it never hurts to do a good deed. And when you do those good deeds, you ain't always got to broadcast it.
No.
Do those good deeds privately. Do them in silence, because God sees it. And that's the only person that needs
you worry about.
You ain't got to validate your good deeds. Just be good because you want to be good. Just do good because you want to. Not because you're trying to show the world that you got it in you. No. When you genuinely a good person, it's going to show.
It's going to
show no matter what.
God
In your energy and in your action.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
we definitely appreciate you all
We do.
tuning in with us every Thursday. Again, we
At
missed the last 2
7 p.m.
Thursdays, but we're back. So make sure you share, tell a friend, and
Like
continue
and
to
follow our page.
rock with us
Yeah.
every Thursday at 7 on Say What,
This
Say
something
What.
new.
Yeah.
It's fresh. It's what everybody, it's what everybody think about.
Yeah.
Topics they may want to discuss, but they just don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
We here for it.
We are.
we here for it to bring you just laughter, maybe some crying
Good conversation.
sometimes, prayer sometimes, because my sister's good with that. So sometimes people be needing that, and we this type of show. We new and fresh, and we this type of show. We want to be around for a while,
Yeah.
a long time, and we want everybody to spread the word so we can just get better and better, and more people get to see us.
Yeah. So we love you all, and
Yeah,
we
do.
appreciate again everybody that has been supporting us throughout this time
Appreciate
and
it so
process.
much. Yeah.
And if you or someone has lost someone, we're praying for you, and we're praying that
Absolutely.
God gives you the strength and comfort that you need
Yes.
to get through this time. And we just continue to pray for each other and
Each
continue
other.
to be uplifting to each other and continue to be light and love. And we just wish you all the best in life, all that the life has to offer you. And we just pray that your days are beautiful and that you live them beautifully. Live life to
Live
the
life
best of
to
your
the-
ability.
Yes, live life to the fullest.
Yes. So until next time, it's your girl Rachel the Finisher.
And Toya the boss.
And you have tuned in to
Say What, Say What.
See you guys.
Bye. Till next time, next Thursday at 7 p.m.
Bye.
Don't be late.
Don't be.